share. There's about 10 in each layout share that I'm doing, so they go up super quick for you. This one is a layout that I did using, make me think. Ooh, got to get the brain ticking. I think this was a Cocoa Vanilla Studios. I know the flowers were Cocoa Vanilla. Maybe this was 49th and Market. I'm not sure. Not sure, but I do know I absolutely loved it. And I love these little dewdrops that I've put it all over it. I love doing that. And they're just thickers. So that was pretty easy. This one is, I loved this layout. This was so cool. I just really loved just playing with it and creating the bubbles in the background with the texture and all the bling. Like it was just a fun release. Not every single video has to turn into a big drama. Just sometimes simple works. So move that one out of the way. My camera's having issues because the sun's coming in the window. I apologize. I apologize for that. My son's been behind clouds all day until I decide to record something. This one here is, this was, trying to think. These were some papers. This is where I went back in time and I decided to use some papers that I hadn't used for a while. So that was a bit of a stash dive for me. I don't really call it a stash. Stash feels weird to me. So, but I have lots of papers in my collections. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This one I love because it's got lots of words. It's got mixed media. It's got color. When I say mixed media, I've used stamps, I've used stencils, I've used a bit of tissue paper, there's ink, there's paint, there's all sorts on here. And if you're using more than like 2 mediums, it's called mixed media. So if you want to give it a go, there's so much inspiration on my channel. Trust me, you can go full on like that, or you can just do something simple like this. This one was just all inking. I wanted to do some ink blending, minus the little tiny bit of I'm going to end up. Sorry about my dog barking in the background. I am not out with my family. They are all out that way, and now Lexi's going to bark because I'm doing a recording. This one is my giraffe stencil. I absolutely loved bringing these colors together, the orange and the mustard seed. So I just love how it turned out. I quite like doing a 50-50 page where you've got really busy and then not so busy. I like doing things like that. But I do so many videos, I only touch on things once. So this one I absolutely love as well. This one has got the Nouveau crystal. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Now, I didn't say it on the last video and it's driving me crackers. It's called Nouveau Glacier Paste and it's called Winter White. There you go. It's been driving me nuts. Okay. So this one is a birthday cake one. I just used a stencil in the background. I did some distress inks. They're not oxides, they're inks. And the difference between an ink and an oxide, inks are a little bit translucent, a little bit transparent. So, yeah, I absolutely love how this one turned out. And these little guys, if you're looking for these, they're from Uniquely Creative. They have a stack of different little sprinkly bits. And if you're used to Australia and you're used to all the sprinkles like that being on your fairy bread, they've got them. So jump on board. I just glued those down, by the way. This one was pretty cool. This was a cut file that I decided to use in the reverse. So typically what we would do with a cut file is we would raise up the white bit and we would back the cut file. But what I did with this one is I actually raised up, if you have a look at it like that, you can see that I raised up the colored bits and the white bit is down flat. So absolutely love this layout as well. I love the colors. It's so, yeah, I love these earthy tones at the moment. Probably because we're in winter, but you know. This one was full on mixed media. I wanted to go to town on it. This one I used my Distress Oxide sprays, but I didn't use gesso on the paper. So the cardstock is actually the Vicky Bouton Foundations cardstock, and so I didn't use any gesso on it. But what I did notice was my colours were not as bright as they would normally be. However, using the contrast with the black, I absolutely love it. And then I used some of the Stickles gels over the top, and it just, I love it. This is me all over. I love this sort of layout. This one was a lot more subdued for me. This one I showed you how to, don't walk past cheap thickers. If you find cheap thickers, buy them. Why? Because you can always colour them. There's always a way to colour them. And if they're cheap, then that's a bargain for you, because this is not a cheap hobby all the time. This is, you know, sometimes it's expensive. So all those bits of bling on there I got from Alina Crafts, and the papers are Uniquely Creative ones, I believe. Maybe? Are they Uniquely Creative? I'm not sure. This one, I love feeling this layout. I really do. This one is one that I showed you several different ways to use Luna Paste. So there was actually 7 different ways on here, I believe. There was stamping, there was light brushing in the background, then there was some makeup sponge around the edges, then I scraped through the stencil. Through the stencil, I used the makeup sponge to get some different colours down. I then used it to swipe through the stencil, and I did a couple of different colours, like I blended them. I wasn't worried if the colours blended. And then I went around, so I have some that are nice and flat, how it should feel. And then I have some where I bubbled it. And I did that intentionally because I absolutely love the added texture that it gives you. Can you see the added texture that it gives you when you bubble the Luna Paste? So you can have it nice and smooth like this, or you can have it nice and bubbly as well. So it's completely up to you how you choose to do it. And when you bubble it, there's no offensive smell or anything. So it's great. So that was that one. This one, I love this layout. I just love it. It's colourful, it's fun, it's bold, it's all of those things. And the black contrasting splats, that is actually a stencil that I purchased from Amazon for not very much. I got a bundle of stencils, and it was through Amazon AU, and I think it cost me about $9 for about 10 stencils from memory. So that's a really good, quick, easy one, and they're just distress inks in the background on Vicky Bouton Foundations paper. So this one is, now this is literally, when I say I love simple stories, this one is the garden, what's it called? I'm hopeless with remembering the names. I get it all when I'm doing the video, but then like this is going back 2-3 months, and because I scrap 2 if not 3 videos every single day, it gets really hard to remember everything. But this one was the Indigo Garden, Simple Stories Indigo Garden collection, and I stashed it. I hoarded it, and I absolutely love it, and it's beautiful. So I decided that I was going to use a stack of it, and I did gut the papers that are behind. I did gut them because, you know, it's a favorite and I love it, and I just love the colors and the textures. It's awesome. This one was Little Sister's Revenge. I love this photo so much. Quick backstory. She decided when her baby sister went to sleep to draw a mustache on her with a Sharpie, and Jen did not wake up. So Jen sought revenge on her sister, which I think was rather just. But we did have a big laugh though, although taking her to daycare with a mustache was not easy. It was funny. So this one, stenciling in the background, that was just using that was the Ranger, the Distress texture paste, that one. I can feel the difference between the texture paste. That's why I like to sort of tell you which one it is, because they do appear slightly different. Wasn't too worried. This stencil work wasn't the best. So, but it goes, it's mixed media. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be however you want to do it. This one, I pulled out some Vicky Bouton papers, and I didn't really have enough. So what I decided to do was green up the background and just do a little bit of splotching in the background and see what I come up with. And then I decided to just do a heap of little hexagon glitters, and I glued them all down, and I absolutely love it when you do that and you can see all the shiny glitter. And it doesn't come off. Well, I can't say it doesn't come off, because I actually have, look, see, there's a couple. See, some do come off, but that's okay. So that's that one. And this one, last one for this video, is super duper simple. This was a Happy Days collection page out of the Cocoa Vanilla range, and it is, all I did is I went through and highlighted words using the White Opal liquid pearls, and I added a heap of Pink Fresh bling, and I added more Pink Fresh bling there. Yep, and a little bit of glossy accents as well on these added, just to sort of bring it forward, because I wanted to just use the paper how it possibly was intended to. So yeah, a little bit of tone on tone with that one. So there you go, guys. That's that. And I will be back with you with another one of these. I've got 3 more layout shares. And remember, all of these layouts have videos. So go and check them out on my channel if you're new to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you like what I'm doing. Thanks for that. Bye for now.